Thank you for watching the One Stop Vids with the Professor Jack and the Dr. Dinosaur. Today we're going to be talking about Gruul. Gruul. Gruul is big, mean, green, and red. It's hitting you in the face constantly. It's killing anything you put out. It's mean.
It's not big, mean, green, and red. It's big, mean, red, and green. Red comes before green.
'Tis true, and it also works the rhyme better. I just love Gruul. Gruul's probably one of my favorite things to play.
So the Gruul is referred to as the Gruul clan. And before and for a short time after joining the guild, or the guild pact, the Gruul clan served to be like the wild and noble. They were the guild that was charged with maintaining the wild places.
The Vikings, if you will.
Of Ravnica. They were supposed to keep civilization in check. So they were kind of like the wild outskirt members that kept the surrounding area as it was. So yeah, they maintained civilization for the 9 guilds. They were the crazy outskirt members.
Gruul was the people you didn't mess with. They were like the bounce outside the club. You want to get into the city? Nope.
However, the other 9 guilds eventually did overrun every wild place on the plane, which really then changed the Gruul. Made them more wild, more vicious, more smack things in the face.
Like the wolves on The Walking Dead. Scary people. You don't know what those are.
Nope, never watched the show.
They have W's on their foreheads.
They're all nightmares and spooks and such. Makes me get scared and poop myself.
He's a bad liar.
I keep blaming it on my cat.
Poor kitty.
Now you established it to Mom.
Do we have the same mom in this universe on YouTube? Sure.
Yes, but if we ever have to do Mom on YouTube, you'll think of Mom as someone, and then they'll show my vision, and it's completely different.
Fair enough. So apparently in this universe, YouTube guys, we're related by the same mom. Do you have the same dad? No, that'd be too weird.
Who's Dad?
Who's dad? Good point.
It's gonna be weird because there's gonna be a conversation where we're both talking to Mom at some point, and you're gonna see like a normal lady, and then it's gonna go into my thought out of nowhere, and people are gonna be like, what the hell's going on?
We're getting very, very off topic. Let's go back to Gruul.
Yeah, why'd you have to think of goofy crap?
Because you made it funny.
As the wilds were torn down, so too were the Gruul's responsibilities, and taken from them. The Simic claimed jurisdiction over nature's future. The Selesnya preached about nature in order to bring it to the conclave, or to its conclave. With their responsibilities taken over by others, they were seen as the outside the guild pact, and the Azorius began to write them out of the law. The Azorius are butts. Outside the law, the Boros were not required to protect them, and the Orzhov were free to enslave them. Just, people are jerks. The Gruul decentralized, lacking any sort of real leadership. Now the guild is nothing but a loose affiliation of clans, which makes sense because they're called the Gruul clans.
Mm-hmm.
They have been exploited and ignored, like sexy orphans. They take any reason to cause chaos because they're bored and it's funny. Any reason to destroy a symbol of civilization, they'll usually take it up. Most Gruul hold contempt for those outside the clans, referring them as Kabi or roaches. Because that's what they crush them like.
You're not Gruul, you die.
It is common for Gruul clans to raid an area, destroy it, and live there until the resources are completely wiped out. Gleaned from the destructive raid and used up. Once that happens, they move on to a new area, leaving smoldering ruins in their wake. The break stuff set it on fire. The Vikings. It was a very good interpretation.
They're very mean Vikings.
They're kind of like if the Frost Giants and the Vikings and then a Cthulhu made a baby.
Sure.
You know, that's like 4 different things, but they could have had like some weird fest.
When Cthulhu came in, but hi.
I don't know, I was picturing like a weird lingering long arm. Blah. I don't know, I'm just mainly thinking of my favorite Gruul person, Baborgamos is the largest and the angriest in many large and angry clan leaders. He is not an official guild leader of the Gruul, as there is little official about anything in the guild, really. But when he gives orders, they listen. As his orders are in line with the rage of the abused guild, they're happy to do it anyways. He doesn't ask anything that they're not wanting to do. There is also Ushla, the hate seed. Though it isn't a part of any clan, it is revered by many Gruul as the natural embodiment of pure destruction and mindless rage, which they're all about. So if you thought the Rakdos was Yakers are bad, just wait till you see the Gruul.
The girls are like Rakdos, but bigger and kind of meaner. And way more wild.
5, 6. The Gruul are kind of, being the Gruul clans, they're kind of broken into 6 little factions. There's the Burning Tree clan. They're definitely the most influential part of the guild. Then there's the Scab clan, and they're the most violent part of the guild. They're just gonna kill crap and go at it real hardcore. Then you got the Gore clan, and little is known about the Gore clan, but it's actually also, Gore is a holiday celebrated many times of the year by the Gruul. So I mean, sounds cool.
They're the Santa Clauses.
And the Gruul clan has a 2-headed leader.
The Yuli Puppy.
Really?
The Yuli Puppy is just like the Santa Claus for Yule.
Okay. I thought you were like feeding me information that I didn't see on the internet.
No, I'm not that smart.
Okay. Because if you read about the internet, it must be true. The Bolrak clan, named after the ancient Ravnican word for heavy hammers. They're mainly composed of the ogres, the cyclopses, the trolls, and the giants. Not really Thor, more like Loki's dad. And then there's the Slizik clan.
Who's adopted?
Loki was adopted. Right, Mike? The Slizik clan and Slizik, that sounds funny. In contrast, are the more skulkerous and the stealthy clan among them.
So, are they the smartest, or would the Burning Tree be the smartest? One of those two might be the smarter too.
They're the most influential. They're the most culturally preferred, the Burning Tree, but the Slizik are the stealthy kind of information gatherers. Then the Zertar clan. They're the most religious of the 6 clans, claiming to practice still some of the pre-guild rites that they worship to Yutramagor, the god of the deep earth, and await the awakening Ihard. An ancient war god who will mount a fiery rage and erase over the civilized world for all. So now we can go into some of their creatures and races.
Does everyone have goblins?
Maybe. Everyone that's part red, probably.
Probably.
I don't think there's very many goblins, but there's probably some wild savage goblins.
But so far everything had goblins in it.
No, did Golgari have goblins?
Yes.
I don't remember that. But you know what? There's black goblins, so I believe it.
There's humans, phoenixes, trolls, worms, giants, elements, cyclops, centaurs.
Where do you get humans and phoenixes? There is. He is right. So the centaurs, cyclopses, elementals, giants, goblins, humans, phoenixes, trolls, Vashinos, and worms. And if you're wondering what a Vashino is, it's not something you put on your ice cream. It's like a lizard man.
What kind of ice cream? Maraschino cherries?
Yeah. And pistachios. It sounds like a mixture.
There are apparently no tribes, or no classes for this.
No, they're savages. They're just...
It's probably just like things that
They
hit
have
things.
no classes. You know.
Things that hit things.
The clan is almost a class at this point, like what I told you they did.
Yeah.
The notable Gruul, though, are the Borgamos, which is not their leader, but he's their leader. Vor Golgazar and Trajiro. I've heard the name Trajiro. I do not know what Vor Golgazar does. And then my favorite, Gruul. And they do have one pretty awesome planeswalker, which think about it. Dome re-raid.
It is. I know he probably wasn't even printed in the set, but I kind of thought Derek was going to be in the role. He kind of stabilizes with nature, being the big bad dude.
I don't know if they've ever done a Garrett that's green-red, but yes, it would totally make sense.
Yeah.
It would make sense more than seeing a Golgari-ish Garrett, although he was poison.
He never poisoned his curse.
Cameo and Kiora eventually. That's my prediction. Hold me to it. Don't ever let this die.
I think it's going to take him and, what's that cat you like?
Cat.
A Johnny. Him and a Johnny to kill Nicobolus. That's my prediction.
Well, yeah, because Johnny's...
A Johnny defeated Nicobolus before.
Yeah, because Johnny's awesome. Cats.
He's
Right,
more
Charlie?
stealthy.
I'm still trying to convince Mom to get me another cat for Christmas.
Oh, Mom, I'll help you with that.
It's, if I get it, depending on the gender of the kitty, it's gonna be a Johnny if it's a boy, and if it's a girl, I'm not quite sure. It might be Felicia for the Black Cat in Marvel Comics, or I might just be lazy and name it T'Challa because it rhymes with Charlie.
Fair enough.
Even though T'Challa is totally a guy. But you know, who names a female cat Charlie? Not me.
So pretty much Gruul is just the big, mean, red-green dudes.
Yep. They don't really have any too specific of mechanics because they're just about hitting fast. I guess they have the Blood Rage thing.
Blood Rush.
Blood Rush, yep.
They probably have some Unleashed. They probably have... Really anything that just pumps up and burns and
You could
hits.
use Unleash, but that was specific to Rakdos.
Yeah.
But they had the Blood Rush so you could sacrifice to deal more damage at that point. Which kind of, to me, sounds almost more like a Golgari thing, but...
Yeah. They're just big, scary, mean dudes.
My favorite ability out of all of them, and why I always talk about, what's his name again? Rurik Thar. Just the greatest ability ever. Whenever a person plays a non-creature, non-land spell, they lose 5-6 life.
That's pretty awesome.
That shuts down control so well. So fun.
That shuts down
And it's like playing a stupid control on control, which is just my favorite thing ever.
I need to pick up a few of that cards now.
One of my favorite combinations ever is, I play Tamur. I use, I believe it's no, it's not Sarkon. It's one of the Sirach Dragonclaw. So all my creatures have hexproof, can't be countered, they have trample. Then I play Rurik Thar, and it's like, haha, you can do nothing about me playing this.
So that'll be this video. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are great. Have a great one. Bye-byes. Wah, wah, wah.